Dr. Joseph is ready to go and leave what amounts to hostile working conditions. And
our teachers and our students were suffering, and they are suffering. And I want to know where the rallies are around them.
An emotional night as the Metro School Board finally ends months of controversy surrounding schools director Dr. Shawn Joseph.
Facing a potential vote to fire him, the board decided instead it would pay to cut ties with him.
The question is, how much will it cost you? News Channel 5 Chief Investigative Reporter Phil Williams continues to follow this very important story. Phil?
Well, guys, the relationship between Dr. Shawn Joseph and the Metro School Board began 3 years ago amid high hopes. But tonight, both sides essentially decided divorce was the only answer. It came down to the settlement.
And Dr. Joseph is a good man.
Yeah.
Emotions were high as supporters of Dr. Shawn Joseph packed Tuesday night's Metro School Board meeting.
Please, we need you here. We do not need to empty this room.
School Board Chair Sharon Gentry came to the meeting with a proposal to buy out the rest of the embattled schools director's contract. Under the deal, Joseph's last day would be Friday, April the 12th, but he would continue to draw salary and benefits through July 31st. At that point, he would get a check for $261,250 for the last 11 months of his contract. Metro Schools will also pay him up to $10,000 for legal fees to fight the suspension of his state license. Altogether, News Channel 5 estimates the cost to taxpayers at least $350,000.
Dr. Joseph is ready to go and leave what amounts to hostile working conditions. And so this is a voluntary separation conversation. This is not a firing, so to speak. And otherwise, I wouldn't be voting for it.
For months, Joseph has faced a sexual harassment scandal. Did you drop the ball?
I did not drop the ball. I appreciate it, though.
A scandal that has already cost the district $350,000 in settlements, with more expected. Our investigation also uncovered questions about no-bid contracts, including $1.5 million for software the district never really used. And Metro School's own law firm recently warned the district faces a morale crisis under Joseph's leadership.
Under these circumstances, I think that it would be wrong to pay the director more money.
Joseph critic Amy Froeg argued the board had more than enough reason to terminate his contract without pay.
I don't personally believe that throwing out any number of allegations or accusations is holding the director accountable. We did not hold the director accountable because we did not do our part.
I don't care how many more sticks and stones you throw at me. I understand that this has been a race war in this city.
Another Joseph critic, Fran Bush, lashed out at African-American leaders who had defended Joseph by accusing his critics of being racist.
It's not about the color of their skin. I've always taught my boys it's about the content of their character. And Dr. Joseph did not realize that he had every ability to come in this district and do very well. And he failed to do that. And you can laugh, you can chuckle. It does not bother me. I told you my skin's a lot thicker now because I'm doing the right thing by these children and by the teachers.
And with that,
all in favor of the terms as outlined here. May I show of hands, please?
The deal was done. The school board then picked longtime Metro Schools veteran Adrienne Battle to serve as interim director, making her the first woman to lead the district. Now, the deal approved on a 5-3 vote also includes a promise that the parties will not talk badly about each other and agree not to sue each other. It's now just a matter of drafting the final legal documents and giving them the final approval. Now, News Channel 5's Jason Lamb was at the school board for all of the fallout. He continues our team coverage.
Emotions also boiled over outside the school board meeting room, where the group Nashville Propel, made up of Metro Schools parents, stood frustrated even after the news that Shawn Joseph would be leaving.
Our kids are still suffering, no changes. These schools not getting no resources, no changes. When are we going to stop? When are we going to focus on the children?
When we asked families what do they know about the public education system here in Nashville, they knew that Dr. Joseph had a chauffeur, but they didn't know how to properly get an IEP plan or how the 504 performance plan works for their child. So I don't see any changes happening, but with the school board. and with the people in that room.
Back inside,
the lowest possible growth level for the 2017-18 school year. Metro, excuse me, could we just ask, I'm going to be very respectful to our crowd.
I think we should ask them or get security to escort them out.
Thank you for sharing. Hold on, guys.
The board appointed Quadrant Superintendent Adrian Battle to fill Joseph's shoes temporarily, the first to head Metro Schools, who was a product of Metro Schools herself.
Our students are a priority, so we'll be focused there during this transition to make sure it's really smooth for them. We're heading into testing time, the end of a school year to close out, so we just want to really put our focus and energy around all of our students, all of our wonderful students.
We out here because we fed up 21 priority schools. We fed up.
Energy that these parents are counting on. Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.
Dr. Shawn Joseph released a statement earlier this evening saying it was an honor to serve as director. He went on to say he will, quote, continue to support public education and the thousands of children who deserve the very best we can provide to them. And a reminder, here at News Channel 5, we're committed to keeping you informed when it comes to what's happening with Metro Schools and the school board. Our team, as you see, has done extensive investigations on these topics. You can watch all the stories again right here on newschannel5.com.